Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground again, Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry for Royce Freeman, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and his throw here's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
On 53.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
380.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, Rivers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. No, he he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Keenum. That is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing on third down, Keenum eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now Benjamin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Rivers on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case,
into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Keenum throwing on second. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Booker on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half. Remind
me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Booker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first, again, they go with Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A second down carry for Booker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run with Booker. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Hurry up. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now Gordon on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Rivers now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up. Hey, Rocket.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw, it's Keenum. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returning, it's Benjamin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
Rivers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
53.
Right back to Booker. And some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
No, Roger. Undercut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Booker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To return it now, here's King. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down throw here for Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Hurry up!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Throwing now is Keenum. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Todd Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They're going to go. It's Booker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bowman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, there you go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Hurry up!
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Room. 0. Hey, go orange.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Keenum wants to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They find some open field here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Hey, orange. Orange up.
Keenum to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey,
So
go,
2nd and 8
go.
here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We're good. Down.
Now it's Keenum. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Keenum now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Keenum. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.